Okay guys, I got a Toyota here with a P0171 code. Now, if you can listen and find a vacuum leak, or if you have a newer or older one that has the fuel port, you can do a fuel pressure test as well to see why you have a P0171. There's a few different reasons. One, you have a lean code because you have a bad oxygen sensor. Two, you have a lean code because you're sucking air into the intake. And three, you have a lean code because you're actually running lean. You're not getting enough fuel to the system. So let's see how we can test what it is really quick with a scan tool. Now, normally I like to do this stuff without a scan tool, and you know that, but we have the scan tool, so we're gonna give it a shot. So the first thing we're looking at here is long term, and we're extremely high on long term. Short term, we should be 15 to 20%, and we're right there. So we're probably okay on short term. So the first thing we wanna do is we wanna rev up the idle. By revving up the idle, we want to see, does the long term come down? If the long term comes down, we want to look for a vacuum leak. So let's check it out here. And your short term should go up. And it is going up, but you see the long term's not moving. So we could probably say it's not a vacuum leak. Let's go ahead and graph this real quick, just so you can see better. So we're still flatlining at that 39.8%. You can see that huge dip there in the short term is because of the added fuel. Pretty sure we can rule out a vacuum leak. Now, is the O2 sensor telling this vehicle that it's running lean? Or is it a fuel delivery issue? If you have this same vehicle, and this is an O2, Toyota Tacoma with a 3.4, then you know there's no fuel pressure test location. So here's what we're gonna do. If we could do a fuel pressure test right now, we'd just do a quick fuel pressure test and we'd know if we're getting the right amount of PSI from the fuel. And if we were, then we'd go straight to an oxygen sensor. If we weren't, then we'd go to, of course, a fuel pump. So, and we recently put a fuel filter on this, the customer did. So I'm gonna pull that out, and then we're gonna go over here and find some ether starting fluid. You should use propane, but we're just gonna squirt a little bit, and she might try to choke out and die a little bit. I'm gonna do it one more time. So now we're adding more fuel to the mixture. Voila, see her drop? Now she's trying to come down where she's supposed to be because she's starving, she needs more fuel. That's why we have a P0171. Now, had that number not changed, when I add that fuel to that, if it stayed flatlined at 39.8, we'd go straight to the O2 sensor. I hope this video helps you out. Please click like, please click subscribe, click on my name underneath this video for all my other how-to videos, and as always guys, enjoy.